Body done. Hey, I don't know no better. I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy. I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming. I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy. I'm here to stay.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Tannehill. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Tannehill on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Pass the 20. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen now on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. A gain of 3, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Allen's throw is complete, and he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Vikings. Ronnie Anderson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the point after.
As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from the wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
35, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
3rd down.
Here's Tannehill. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And the Lions first down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And this belongs to the Vikings. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They had 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. 7-7, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Cannon, he finds Sanders. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Going up top. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Now he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go, and move on to the next series.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
At the 47.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Tannehill on third down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down.
An effective 7-yard third down conversion. On first down, Henry. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Carry now for Derrick Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Logan Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Vikings.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by Brian Poole. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Gun, Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
16 yards. First down, Detroit.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tua able to shake free and get home for the sack.
9 yards. It's second.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. False start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Tannehill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. LaMarcus Joyner there defensively.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Allen. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a 1st.
40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Right back to Sanders on first down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This one caught out wide by Landry. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll run with Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and goal. Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd and goal.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
It's now 4th and goal.
To throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Robbie Anderson there to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
first down, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 27-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And the Lions are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up third and goal. Here's Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
You got to know as a quarterback it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position, and he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They start on the ground here at Sanders. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
That's good.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Rolling to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
on second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They snap it to Tannehill. They'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Not totally totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Davis, the ball carrier.
Kendall Beckwith on the stop. Charles, defensively, 1 timeout left. Do you use it here, or do you let it roll to the 2-minute warning?
I would use it here because you're going to give the 2-minute warning stoppage as well. And then that means you have to snap the ball again. Something could happen. Something could go awry. You could get the ball back. I wouldn't let it run.
A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
To Miles Sanders. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. To the air, Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Trent Murphy make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've got their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it ran out just across midfield.
48-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Lions, 1st down.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sidelines?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late, and all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Sanders. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Vikings, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Detroit, you can kind of forgive them for having an eye toward the playoffs already as they finish at 14.